Hey guys, what's up and welcome to a new Tesla update video. Today, let's go over what happened in the market. Tesla, not the best day in the world, dropping over 5%. Quite a significant drop, but again, if you're watching the videos and you're following, this should not come as a surprise. This is exactly what I predicted would happen. Again, the beautiful thing about this market is that things are happening just so fast. Like things that should happen and that I'm predicting to happen, usually in a normal market, would take like a few days at least. And this market that we're in now, they're happening within like a day or two, like tops. Which is, I mean, I kind of like it personally. I think it's just, I personally think it's easier and I think it's more fun. But it is, it's happening pretty aggressively. And it's like, if you're not really, sure what you're doing or, you're new or whatever, it could be a pretty daunting market to kind of, be in, trade in, whatever. But yeah, so essentially exactly what happened. What I predicted yesterday happened already, which is great. Got that out of the way. We gap filled straight to the 875, held it, which is exactly what I wanted as well. You can see that was like a sharp drop, and then it slowly, curved, and it's slowing down right at that support of that gap fill, which I'm sure a lot of people were waiting for. I've been buying. I pretty much, like, again, my other accounts, I actually bought twice and sold twice, or sold. I bought twice and sold once. My mistake. So I day traded it today. Bought a bunch at like 888, something like that, give or take. Sold it at 898, and then rebought it back pretty much right around this area. Like this whole area I've been buying. Actually no, since here. Ever since 883 to around like 876-ish, I've been buying in this whole area right here. Because again, like I said, I was waiting for this gap fill. It came, it held so far. I mean, we'll see tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow, I'm not going to lie. The fact that it's a long weekend coming up, I'm pretty sure the markets are closed Monday. And it's a Friday, which, Friday usually tends to be profit-taking day. And on top of that, people might be scared to hold over the weekend because just in case something happens with the whole Russia-Ukraine thing. Tomorrow might be an interesting day. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But again, so far we did gap fill, which is great. Got that out of the way. We held. So at the moment, I like the way it looks. I'm very kind of, happy with this performance. I mean, obviously down 5% is not good. But like I said, this gap fill should get filled. And the sooner it gets filled and the sooner we bounce off of it, the better. There was a comment on the video yesterday. It's like, oh man, why are you instilling fear? Why are you spreading FUD and fear? Guys, if you just want me to tell you that the stock will only go up and every single day tell you that Tesla's going to the moon and to like $2,000 per share, you're in the wrong channel. I will not, I'm not gonna just spit bullshit. I'm gonna say it how it is. If I think it's gonna fall, I'll say it's gonna fall. If I think it's gonna rise, I'll say it's gonna rise. That's just simply how things work. And if you're gonna bring emotion to the stock market, then you should be probably doing something else with your time, because you are gonna lose pretty big in the stock market if you play with emotions. I promise you that. So that being said and done, I actually do think we should bounce off of this. I like this current situation that we're in. I do like the fact that we're holding. I do like the fact that we haven't really fallen below the gap fill, which is 875.6 or something like that. And I like the fact that we held around that. That's actually, to me, really, really, really good news. And I'm very happy about that. So we closed at, 875.76, closed that pretty much $1 above that, which is good. So tomorrow we'll see what happens. But at the very moment, guys, I do expect this in theory should be the bottom. Maybe we'll drop a tiny bit more under it, just very slightly. But I do think this general area, this 870-ish area, should in theory, ideally, be the bottom. And we should bounce off of this. But as long as we're above 850, I'm happy. Pretty much as long as we don't fall below this 846 area, I'm happy. So as long as this doesn't break, we're in a good spot. And if this breaks, then we sure as hell better not be breaking below like this 800-ish level. But again, in theory, I believe that this 876-ish area should be the general bottom. And I do think hopefully we can bounce off of this, and I'll be very happy with that bounce. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. But that's currently what I'm expecting for Tesla going into tomorrow and going into next week. Assuming that this holds today, again, the main thing we're looking for is going to be this 940 area. The beautiful thing is the fact that this 940 area is going to coincide quite well with the breakout of this overall trend line that we're in, which honestly, it might just happen right then and there. So maybe like on the 3rd of next month or something like that. I don't know if that's like a weekend or not. Let me take a quick look. It's not. That's 2 weeks from now, Thursday. Maybe somewhere around there. I'm not really sure. But, pretty much around this general like 840 to like 860-ish area. That's going to be like the major resistance. And it's going to be tough to break through, I think, honestly. But I do think we will break through it. And I do think that once we do, it's gonna be very promising, and I'm very much looking forward to that. And I think this is the first major catalyst that we're waiting on to break through in order to start considering and, you know, truly talking about potentially testing all-time highs again. So this is the first step essentially in our road to a new all-time high, and that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, pretty much it, guys. Again, you know, the volume pretty much slightly increased today on the, you know, this selling day, but not too much, which in a way is a good thing, I think. Doesn't really mean too much in my opinion. I feel like these indicators, like the MACD, even the RSI, all that stuff, even the volume, they're a little bit so-so right now. They're not going to give us too much information on today's movement. So I'm not looking forward at them too much. Right now, I'm just kind of looking forward at, or looking at general, like technical analysis, you know, signals, if you will, relative to like the little chart itself. And like I said, gap fill, beautiful gap fill, pretty much textbook gap fill. And then we bounced off of that, hopefully hold it and bounce. But yeah, that's what I'm waiting for, guys. See what happens with that. Again, if something happens, the only thing that, in my opinion, would completely nullify everything I just said and we just essentially plummet would be if Russia truly invades Ukraine. If Russia truly actually, like, the invasion, like, happens and, like, almost like a war happens, well, that's bad news for every single person. That's pretty much bad news all around. And that won't be good. And then we will also probably plummet. So keep that in mind. But other than that, I do think we're in a good spot here, and I'm expecting a bounce. I personally don't think something will happen with Russia, Ukraine much more than it currently has. I hope not, at least, but no one knows for sure, of course. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. That's it for this video. Let me know what you think down below. See you for the next one. Peace.